Ladies and gentlemen, it is your host here. That is right. It is Team Right. Anywho, how's everyone doing on this Monday's edition? I am doing very well. And of course, I'll discuss my social media accounts when this video is over. Okay, now I want you guys and gals to sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some meat, or grab something to drink. Or maybe, just maybe, you want to chill like a villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on the subject. And of course, the link will be down below, or the article will be down below. It'll be strictly a link. You can read it or watch the video down below. It is your choice. Okay, now a little flashback. The Inferno match, the very first one, is the best one. I don't care what anybody says, it's the best one. It was different and it was amazing during the Attitude Era. Okay, now the reason I'm discussing about this, and a recent edition of the Under 6 Feet Under podcast, Kane discussed working with the Phenom, and WWE with their famous Inferno match and other types. So check it out. Okay, I don't think WWE will ever bring that kind of a match in today's era. It's very, very dangerous and it's very, very epic. You know, so all that good stuff. And I think they have it in today's wrestling game. I think the Inferno match and all that good stuff. Can you imagine you're in the ringside and you can feel the heat during the Attitude Era? Holy moly, unbelievable! And I also think they did it another time during Raw during the Attitude Era. Of course, it was not as good as the first time they did it, and I know they did it once again. Well, the third time, but this time, in 2006, Kane versus MVP. I mean, it was not as good as the very, very first one, established in this company. So, probably took a long time to set up and all this stuff. So, it was amazing. And probably the people my age remember that, it was a great time to be a wrestling fanatic during the Attitude Era and all other stuff, you know. And I think the very first time, I think it was on pay-per-view. It was not WrestleMania. I think it's called Judgment Day. I think Kane versus Taker, a formal match, and then later on they did again. This time on Raw, and I don't think anybody likes the sequel or the rematch. I mean, it was okay, don't get me wrong, but the first one, the classic one, is always the best. And then for the bonus, it was Kane versus MVP, 2006. I think, again, at Judgment Day, I think. If I'm wrong, let me know. It's been a while since I watched that one, and it's been a while since I watched the very first one, okay? I think all of them were on Peacock. If you live in America, and if you live out of America, it's on WWE Network. So, very, very interesting. Probably they use a lot of, I think of the propane or however the fuel make the ring around. It's kind of cool how they set it up back then. Like, I can't really describe it, but it was very, very unique, I don't know who came up with the idea. I'm assuming Kane would discuss that down below in the video, So, I really wish they could have it again in today's modern era with these wrestlers, but I think it is very, very dangerous because it's not fake fire. It's real fire, A lot of people thought it was fake fire. back then. I thought it was, but it's a real deal, you know. Of course, as a kid, you thought everything is, um, I know, I thought was fake, you know, the fire when I was a kid, you know. But nope, it was really legit. That's where they had to have these fire suits, I think, for Kane. I know his arm got on fire, but it was he didn't really get hurt, I don't think. I think he mentions it in that thing. Now, the question is I have for you, in your honest opinion, who's more popular, Kane or Taker? It has to be Taker. I mean, I love Kane, the character, but it seemed like WWE was pushing Taker more than Kane, okay? It was awesome how Kane debuted in his company. It was amazing. Ripped the doors off in the Hell in a Cell, and then the rest is history, you know? Then later on, Kane finally got a world title, you know, on his own. You know, finally, back in 2010. I know he did it back in the Attitude Era, but he lost the next night on Raw to Austin, you know, 1-on-1. I think that was not necessary. They should give Kane a long title run during the Attitude Era, but I guess McMahon didn't think he was championship material, you know, but whatever. So that's my only grief with that. Anyway, follow me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. All my social media accounts will be down below for sure. Now, of course, if you want to be a part of my show, that'd be delightful. If not, don't worry about it. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tonight sometime. Adios.